It was a statement from the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who has been in power for 34 years, that I should not mix politics with music. But interestingly, we have a president that, as we speak, is in studio right now recording an album. Why? Because it has been realized that music is the most powerful means of communication. In 2016, I was offered 500 million shillings, that's $200,000, to join a big list of artists that were singing praises for the president. Now, that money is not given to professors. That money is not given to any high-ranking person in our country. Why? Because much as they have the degrees, more degrees than a thermometer, much as they have the perceived credibility, the regime knows that indeed it is art and music that has that power to communicate. So coming back to the theme, teacher, don't teach me nonsense. You realize that yes, sometimes it's out of fear, sometimes it's out of ignorance, and many times it's deliberate for us as the teachers to be teaching nonsense. However, it's important for not just the artists from other parts of Africa, but even in Nigeria today, to make sure they are not teachers continuously teaching nonsense. We know that our people listen to us. We know that as artists, we are listened to by very, very many people. People listen to us. Some of them, actually, most of them pay to listen to us. That's a big, big blessing. It has been widely said that we as Africans have not embraced the culture of reading to the levels we should. We have been ridiculed so many times. But again, nobody can say that African art has not been effective enough. So it is my hope and desire that we, the would-be fellas of this generation, continue the belief that the great Fela Kudi had. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, celebrating a man that gave up on personal aggrandizement. We are celebrating a man who we know did not use his music to only, sing about parties, to sing about the good things that were happening, but to criticize those that hold the power on our behalf. And yes, learning from the great Professor Wole Soyinka, who one time said that the greatest threat to freedom is failure to criticize. I want to request on this platform my fellow artists, particularly the artists, to remember that they have an uncomparable power in their hands, in their mouth, to send out messages out there, to continue with the cause that was started by our fathers, by our inspirations, people like Fela Kudi, people like Bob Marley, and many other people. But most importantly, a man called Fela Kudi, who did not miss his words. We know that it's challenging to question the status quo. And we know that it's very rewarding to hobnob with the status quo. But again, for those among us who doubt whether or not it's possible, we have an example that lived in the same space that we're living today, and his name was Fela Anikulapo Kuti. So while we celebrate him, may we tap into his braveness. May his spirit, which as an African man, I believe is still alive among us today. May all of us go back to our destination with at least a little bit of Fela Kuti. And I believe that if that spirit doesn't die, then many, many more fellas will be born in this generation, and Africa will never be the same again. Okay.
From Uganda. Now we have from England, our brother Akala. Show him some love from Lagos.
Lagos, how you feeling? Please, can I hear it one more time for all of the wonderful speakers you've heard already today? Please, big up. I'm so honored to be here, thank you very much. Now, the larger a nation's crimes,